It's me, Courtney Lee, and today for our music lesson, I am so excited to talk about major and minor chords. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so a chord is several notes put together and played at the same time. Some instruments can't really play chords, like if you have a flute, you can only play one note at a time. But pianos and guitars and ukuleles, lots of instruments can play chords. Now, if you want to sing a chord, you need some friends to sing at the same time as you, different notes, and you can sing a chord. Chords are awesome. There are two kinds of chords that we're going to talk about today. One is called major and the other is called minor. Now, some people describe major chords as sounding happy, like this. And they would describe minor chords as sounding sad, like this. But I love minor chords, and they don't make me sad, they make me happy. So I'm going to describe them a little bit differently. A major chord to me sounds bright and bold. Let's listen. A minor chord sounds kind of relaxed or chill or mellow, like this. Yes, I love major and minor chords. So let's talk about how to make a chord on the keyboard. If you remember from a few weeks ago in a video, we talked about the music alphabet. And so we're going to use my trusty little keyboard on my board over here. First, we have to learn something called a half step. We're going to learn how to build our chords today. It's kind of like Legos, only with music. All right, so a half step is when we move on our keyboard to the next closest note, and it could be a black key or a white key. Now, when we move, we're going to right now move up the keyboard, which means we're going to move to the right. Okay, so let's choose a note. Let's start with A. If you can remember from our music alphabet video, A is right there. Awesome. Okay, to make a major chord, we'll start with that one first. We are going to go up the keyboard 4 half steps. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We end up on that black note, which is called C sharp. So our first note of our chord will be A, and then we moved up 4 half steps to C sharp. Now we need to move up 3 half steps from C sharp. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome job. Now that we're 3 half steps away, that note is E. We have a major chord, A, C sharp, and E. Let's listen. Awesome. That's a major chord. So to make a major chord, it's kind of like a math problem. You need 4 half steps away from your first note, plus another 3 half steps away from that note. Okay, so let's try it again. Another major chord. Let's do C. Here's C. Then 4 half steps away. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, a half step is the next closest note, either a black note or a white note. So that note is E. Now from E, we need to add another 3 half steps to find our last note. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It's G. Let's listen to our chord. Awesome. So that's major chords. Now let's make a minor chord. All right, so for minor chords, it's actually the opposite of numbers. We're going to add to our first note, we'll add 3 half steps, and then from that note, we will add 4 half steps. Okay, so let's try it. Let's start with A. 1, 2, 3. Our first note is A, our second note is C. Then from C, we'll add 4 half steps on top of that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We landed on E. So our minor chord is A minor, and it sounds like this. A, C, E. Good job. Okay, now let's do another minor chord. This time we'll start from C again. We're going to make a C minor chord. All right, first note C, then up 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. That's E flat. We're going to learn about sharps and flats in another video. Now from here, this half step, we go up another 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. G. So our C minor chord is C, E flat, G. And it sounds like this. Awesome! Okay, major chords and minor chords. They are awesome. They make our music so beautiful and interesting. So now we're going to sing a song about major chords and minor chords. It's fun to make different major and minor chords and combine them together to make a song. So this song is really simple to remind us of the difference in sound of major chords and minor chords. We're going to go to my keyboard and we're going to sing it on A and then again on C. Let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to start with our major chord and we're going to play the 3 notes and sing major chord, bold, because they sound bold. And then I'll play the chord. And then we're going to sing minor chord, calm. And then I'll play the chord again. Here we go, starting with A. A, C sharp, E is our major chord with A. Here we go. Major chord, bold. Minor chord, calm. Major chord, bold. Minor chord, calm. Great job! Now let's do it on C. Same thing, and we're going to start with our major chord again. Here we go. Major chord, bold. Minor chord, calm. Major chord, bold. Minor chord, calm.
That was awesome. I hope that you learned something new today about major and minor chords. Which one's your favorite? It's hard to choose. I like them both. I hope that we can learn a new thing or sing a song along together soon. Like and subscribe.